Hi, I'm John Bader, author of Dean's List. I'm here with my friend and colleague from Oberlin College, Kathryn Stuart. Welcome, Kathryn.
I'm delighted to be here, John.
I'm glad you're here. My first question is to you, what do you say to a student whose parents are interfering too much?
These are really good questions to start with. I deeply believe that parents and students need to come to some kind of an agreement before the students head home from orientation, or perhaps even before the student comes to college if he's coming by himself. Of course, every situation is going to be different, but I would believe that parents are a very, very important part of the pipeline towards student success. If a student believes that parents are interfering too much, then I would think that a good advisor should be able to talk a student through their perceptions. In fact, it could even be that an advisor might offer to have a joint meeting, telephone meeting perhaps, with the parents and the student. It's not infrequent that I will visit with parents in the company of their student during Parents' Weekend or at other times. I think there are always ways to get to the bottom of this. And just like students have to go through transitions to college, I think that same transition happens for parents.
Kathryn, what are the positives and negatives for a student in creating more distance with his or her parents?
In a very interesting way, I think one of the goals of a liberal arts education is to help a student become more independent. Independence takes many forms, and obviously if parents are paying the college bills, then they believe, and indeed it seems only right, that a parent should have a really good means of communicating with the student and should expect their son or daughter to communicate with them. However, I think one of the great things that parents can do to support a student's growth educationally, emotionally, through college, and to also support them in finding the life that they want to have after college, is to allow them a bit to make their own mistakes and a bit to gain this independence in a way that the parents can easily support.
When do parents make especially good partners or supporters for a student?
It would seem to me that parents need to understand how not to panic. If a student is having a particularly bad day, it often is the case that if they call again 2 days later, the student will have forgotten why she was upset during that call when the parents were sure they needed to get on a plane to come to the school to visit.
What can a student do when she wants to do something that is at odds with her parents?
Part of what a liberal arts education should help a student learn is how to make well-founded, persuasive arguments. And I believe that if a student is able to really make a compelling and convincing argument to do something that the parents are skeptical about, and to do it in a non-emotional way, it might be convincing. On the other hand, we're back to who's paying the bills and what degree of control a parent really should be able to exercise in a student's making really good judgments.
How can a student build a support system outside of their own families?
Virtually all of our colleges and universities make available an array of student support services. So in addition to friends, which usually end up being the core of an individual's support system, I think it's incredibly important for a student to learn what other systems are available on campus, to talk to an advisor about these systems, and to not wait until a crisis emerges to have a system in place. Everybody needs some extra help once in a while.
Well, thank you, Kathryn, for talking with me today about the issues surrounding parents.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for talking with me.
If you'd like to learn more about these issues or to learn about the 11 habits of highly successful college students, do check out the book Dean's List. Thanks for listening.